Hi, my name is Neil Gourlay. I work for Excelian and I am a partner within the capital markets practice looking at our European and North American businesses.
I'm Andre Nedelko, I'm a partner at Excelian. I work within the technical consulting practice and I focus on topics around technology advisory, high performance computing and development services.
From my perspective, we find that clients tend to choose to buy a software package rather than go down the bespoke build route because they don't believe there's going to be proprietary benefit in the activity that they're trying to capture within the software. So for example, most of the proprietary benefit will exist in the pricing a trade or risk managing a trade. After that, the process of how they deal with that transaction within their organisation is probably pretty common and the same as their competitor. So they aren't getting, there is no benefit to doing anything other than buying the same package that their competitor has got down the road.
Yeah, I mean, I very much agree. I mean, I think the place in the bank where bespoke systems have been built versus buying have actually moved around during the years. So, 5-10 years ago, it was really focused around front office and exotic products. It has moved to the risk space around, credit counterparty risk, CVA. It's now moving more towards e-commerce. So it's a constant move where either the innovation is, where the business is, or where the regulators are pushing the banks. So it's very much it turns around and changes really. So I believe, Agile has become very popular over the last few years in financial services, mainly because it's a methodology where you can actually change requirements as you build the system. And I believe that's something that a lot of the banks actually are experiencing, mainly because either the regulators are changing their minds on a regular basis, which means they have to adapt the way they build the systems, or also because their own business is actually also trying to find new opportunities and go into different areas. So there's really this need for constant change, constant adaptation. I think that's why it's really very popular in financial services now.
It's definitely the software vendors within the trading package space have definitely watched and observed what's happened within the bespoke build space and tried to learn from an agile approach. Typically, with a vendor package, they follow a waterfall, very structured, and there is a process of capturing requirements at the very beginning, going through a process of building it, and then going back to a user community and saying, have I built what I said I was going to for you at the beginning? And I think quite often, because of the nature and rate of change within financial markets over the last 3, 4, 5 years, that period in between 9 and 12 months has become too long. So they have tried to adopt this iterative approach to releasing or showing software back to the user community and saying, okay guys, this is what you asked for, this is what we've built, does that work? Yes it does, okay, let's move on to the next component. And I think in that way we have seen them try to adopt it.
Bespoke systems are, it works much better if you're able to deliver it on site with small teams of very capable people. And I think that's very much where Excelian is trying to position themselves on the market.
From a software package perspective, there hasn't been a great history in using offshore services. And I think that's the reason for it is it's been very difficult to get the skill sets because you have to be familiar with that piece of vendor technology to get it right, and those skill sets are in high demand in the market and therefore aren't readily available in the offshore type, commonly used offshore type centres. I think that is starting to change though, and certainly from our perspective we've been investing very heavily in South Africa because there is a local client base there. Therefore it's not this sort of battery farms offshore centre that you're kind of used to, and the skill sets that we've built there are also working in a client environment as well as within our offshore centre, so we can be comfortable about the quality of the delivery that we're able to get from offshore.